There is no way that you can be justified in your own works. If you want to live by the law, which we're going to read later, you're going to die by the law. The only justification, what does that mean? To be set right in the mind of God. That he can look at you and say, yes, it's okay. The only way that you're going to be justified with God is through faith in Jesus Christ. You can't work hard enough to deserve it. It's impossible, and that's what he's preaching here. So we also have believed in Christ Jesus in order to be justified in faith in Christ and not by works of the law, because by works of the law, no one will be justified. I heard an illustration, and this is where I love this. So Paul just repeats it. He's like, Peter, you know this, so why are you trying to lay this law, lay these burdens back onto these Gentile converts? Imagine this. The law and obedience in God is a railroad track going off into eternity. And on that railroad track are cars, and you're sitting in a car. And in your car, you're trying to go down this track of obedience, of sanctification, in relationship with God so that you can be found right in his eyes so that you will spend all eternity with him. Well, here's the deal. You're on that track and you're in a car, but then there's an engine. There's a locomotive. The power that can move your car is Jesus Christ, is God. That is the power that moves us into obedience. And then what couples us to that car is faith. See, we have no power in and of ourselves to move our car. And if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know if I agree with that, Spencer, you're in good company. Because that's exactly what's going on here in the early church. All the Jews, James, and even Peter has been led astray by this teaching that, yeah, you're in a car, but you need to get out of your car and try to pull it yourself down the track through good works. And Paul's saying, no, you're in the car. Matter of fact, it's a first aid car. You're sick and broken. You have a broke leg, and you're just laying in that car. And then Jesus comes into your life, and he says, I will pull you. I will do it. And then our faith in that is what moves us down that track. But what we sometimes do, and what the Judaizers were doing, and what a lot of people, Christians in America do, is we like to take that railroad track and stand it on its end and make it a ladder and set it at the doorstep of heaven and think, I'm going to climb this ladder of righteousness and earn and work my way to heaven. And Paul's saying, that's an atrocity. That is not the way it works. Matter of fact, when you do that, the irony of that is exactly what God disdains. He understands that you're a broken, sinful, needy person. And that's why